Andrea in
Me
Salt
too.
Lake City,
No.
do you tip when you go to pick up your takeout order? And I'm talking about, well, just let me ask the question. Do you tip, Andrea?
Yes, I tip.
You tip every time?
Yes, you have to. I have a sister who works in the restaurant industry, so as much as that misguided fired waitress yammered on and on about how important tipping is, I've had it a whole lot more in my personal life, so it's just automatic. I have to do it.
But there's a line you draw. I mean, you don't tip when you go into a Subway, right? You go in to pick up a sandwich, and you don't tip
Right,
the Subway guy.
yeah.
Okay, so
if it's a chain restaurant, that's a little different.
if it is, so it's got to be kind of a sit down.
Well,
To me,
Outback, is it?
I don't even tell you the truth.
Oh.
There's a Chinese place in my neighborhood. I go in there. I do takeout all the time. I don't leave a tip there. But it's a takeout place. Most of their business is takeout. So for me, the line is this. If it's a restaurant where most of the people go and sit down there, and even I go there and sit down sometimes, I give a tip. Like the Afghan Kebab House, I absolutely love Afghan Kebab House. They make these great kebabs, lamb, chicken, beef. It's fantastic. It's over on 9th Avenue. The best Afghan food in the city, Afghan Kebab House. But I go in there and sit down oftentimes. But if I go in and do takeout, I throw the guy, $5 as a tip because it's a sit-down restaurant. So that's my rule.
Do you tip at Starbucks?
Occasionally I'll do a Starbucks, but that's like counter. It's like a little tip. It's not like a 20% thing.
I just think the psychology of it is that the tip is supposed to be for service, like an experience.
Mm-hmm.
It's become in our culture a thing where it's just like a nice gesture for everybody who's working. But really, it's that, like, if you're at a bar and a bartender's rushing around and it's crowded, and you just, hey, can I get whatever, and you just real quick, here it is. He's just doing the job.
Yeah.
Why? I do tip, by the way, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, you sound like a Jim.
I'm just saying.
To hang out with.
On the premise.
I didn't know, and this is the kind of thing, is that I didn't know until I was a waiter. And then I realized somebody has to put together a takeout order at a sit-down type of restaurant, and that's when I started tipping at those kind of restaurants.
Right, there's a service that's being done. You just can't see it.
Yeah.
And tipping also, a lot of waiters and waitresses make below minimum wage because you can do that legally with tips. And so, the church probably had a 20 they could have given her, and this whole problem would have been avoided.
Yeah.
But what we've been talking about.
It also could have been avoided by her keeping her yap shut.
Yes.
She can complain, but it's like, don't name the perpetrators.
I think you're
Especially when
right.
you're explicitly told by the manager not to do that. What an idiot.
You can't do it. If you work at Outback, you can't be shaming your customers. The Outback did the right thing.